Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Hilda Adia Citra. I'm from Group 4. Here I will to explain about reading and writing for young learners. Group 4, there is Hikam, Hilda Andia Citra, and the last is Eva Ulia Anggraini. Okay, the first I want to explain about reading. Reading comprehension is an active reading to get information and create meaning from reading materials by integrating what to be and into what has already known. Okay, next. Number 1 is a review of related literature. In educational setting, it is known two kinds of term, namely teaching and learning. Teaching is guiding and facilitating learning, enabling the condition for learning. Next, number 2, research method. The research method which was used in this research, qualitative researchers sometimes define as naturalistic approach in which the researcher did a research as natural as possible. Next is number 3, finding and discussion. The research which was done in SDN for Jambu Melongo found that in teaching reading which was integrated in English subject, English teacher did not implement good teaching strategies in teaching and learning process in the classroom. Next, number 4, obstacles in teaching reading for young learners. Based on the research conducted on SDN 3 Jambu Melongo, it was found that there were many students found difficulties in learning reading. Okay, next, Eva Ulia Anggraini explain about writing. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Eva Ulia Anggraini. I'm from Group 4. Today I will explain about writing for young learners. Writing is an integral skill of successful second language learning. MC Denaf and Show 2004, page 152, defined writing as a vehicle for language practice and further added that it attempts to communicate with the writer's ideas and thought. Students have to go through a structured process of writing in classroom. Writing activities can be done in group or individually. Naiman 1097H cited UR 2004, page 274, author of a classic study of successful language learning, defined certain typical characteristics of motivated second language learners irrespective of their age. Some of them are: first, positive text orientation. Learner is willing to tackle tasks and challenge and has confidence in his or her success. Second, ego involvement. The learners find it important to succeed in learning in order to maintain and promote his or her own self-image. Third, need for achievement. The learner has a need to achieve, to overcome difficult and succeed in what he or she sets out to do. And the last, high aspiration. The learner is ambitious, goes for demanding challenge, high proficiency and top grades. First, implementation of theory into practice. As an intern, I worked in a school where I took language for their month to gain practical knowledge about language teaching. It was a part of my learning process and I took a certain age group ranging from 6 from 8 years. I also observed some higher level classes. 2. Class observation and preparation of lesson plans before teaching. Primarily, I took grammar and after a few weeks, I also started teaching creative writing in start and 2, which remained challenging of the way through my internship. It was evident to me that students were not very enthusiastic or motivated in creative writing class, which was the basic requirement to learn any language skill. At first, I followed the instruction and tasks provided by this coordinator. On the whole, they designed text for creative writing class composed of pictures, writing, and short paragraph writing. And third is teach technique apply while teaching writing. When I started teaching pictures writing, I involved the students from the beginning to talk about the pictures. I used adapted material, mostly from the pictures book, and I simplified them according to the students' level. It was easier for me to motivate them on at first. After getting response about the pictures, I gradually engaged the students through classroom discussion. From that discussion, I wrote their thoughts and response on the board so that they would take help while writing.
For error correction and feedback. While checking the script, I had found some common error. For example, my mother could write for me. They hardly add any with the verb. True, in the grammar class, they had learned it. Some other frequent error made by the students that I had point out are most of the time they added with the verb they did not add with the regular verb when it was past, even sometimes add when it is not needed. 5. Recommendation. Young learners are energetic, lively, and it is easy to motivate, and every language teacher should make the best use of it. Throughout my internship, I worked on several aspects of language teaching and found that to make the students confident and competent in writing, providing feedback was the most crucial factor. Students responded well on the topic for writing, but they were not eager to write. Furthermore, they did not correct their write-up, though I encouraged them. Conclusion. The teacher communication ways in teaching reading were one-way communication and two-way communication. In two-way communication, there was interaction between teacher and students. Besides that, most of English teacher did not use technologies and teaching media in teaching learning process. The teaching strategies were number. This paper is all about engaging students in a writing class for successful learning, it it is the reflection of many internship. Okay, I think it's enough. I'm sorry if we have a mistake, and thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.